It's what's in your wallet.
I'm so old.
I'm going to give it a 1 out of 5 explosive hot dog carts.
Ritualistic blood magic.
Laser shooting chesty statues.
Don't watch movies unless we tell you to. Welcome to Counting with my best friend Phil, a counting podcast for counting. I'm Phil Kessel. Today we're starting counting with The One. You guys seen that one? We have Too Fast, Too Furious.
Uh-huh.
Wait, is that the Jet Li movie?
We have
Yes.
3 women. We have 4, A Few Dollars More. 5 Now, Dog 5. 6 Underground. Stop me if you've heard these before. 7.
Yes.
8 Mile.
Yeah.
What, 7?
9.
7. The movie
Oh, the
7.
movie 7. I thought you just said the number 7 and ended it.
7.
I ended it with the number 9, but there's a movie that's just the number 9,
The
which
number
I never
9.
saw.
Oh, it's that
It's
animated
good.
movie,
Yeah.
little cartoon guys.
It seemed like it would be cool.
Yeah.
Does it have something to do with Coheed and Cambria?
No. It was just another Henry Selick movie.
Did they not do like
Or is that 9?
a movie
No, that's 9.
with
Or is it just 9? Or is it the number 9? I don't know.
not the number 9?
It's just called 9.
It's just called 9.
Yeah,
but
that's-
it is
it's a Henry
the
Selick
numeral.
one. Yes.
I'm Phil. This is a movie podcast. We watch movies. I'm joined by Craig Norland
Hey.
and Will Chodas.
Hey.
Hey,
Hey.
guys, we'll just come out and say it. It's kind of a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Tree fell on my fence.
Yep, today.
Yeah.
Having a day. We're recording this on Friday the 13th, and everything today was going wonderfully.
Mm-hmm.
I went to a
Uh-huh.
job site where, like, up until this point, everything had been stressful and tenuous at this job site, intense and bad. And then I got there today, and it was like, oh, hey, we're doing all these things that you told us to do. Everything's working out perfect. And then everything was working out perfect, and it was going great. And then a tree fell on my fence. Like,
Splat.
Yeah.
it just sucks because it's like all it did was damage the fence. It didn't do anything worse. Everything's fine. But life, you know?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
It's
these
just
things
like,
happen.
hey, fuck you.
Yeah, I'm gonna smash
that's
your
how
fence.
life is. That's how life is sometimes.
I don't like your fence.
We lost a good chunk of our fence when we were in Colorado too. And so
Oh,
it
that's right.
kind of is like I thought it was a one and done. And I didn't think we'd be dealing with this high of wind speed here. That felt like a Colorado thing. That felt like a western
Mhm.
half of the US thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then now we're dealing with it again, and I'm handling it perfectly fine.
Yeah.
I can tell. I can tell.
It's just good. You know what I did do today that was good, and I didn't do it during work hours at all,
Mm-hmm.
was paint a mini.
Ooh, yeah.
And that is fun and relaxing. I painted a bug guy,
Mhm.
Yeah.
named him Greg Bugman.
Like you do.
He's pretty cool. I think I sent you guys a photo, and then I did a little bit more to him. I put so he's like this dark green color, like medium green color. I put a wash on him, which is like a real thin paint
Mm-hmm.
that just kind of goes into like the crevices and
Mhm.
stuff. But it kind of made spots on him, and then he kind of just looks like a thick version of one of the forms of Cell from Dragon Ball Z.
Nice.
Yeah,
Probably
I can see that.
the middle one.
Yeah, I think it was the middle one
Yeah.
where he gets like thick and bulky.
Yeah.
And
he talks like this.
Yeah, and now I'm like, man, it would have been cooler if I had painted the little spots that I had painted yellow, orange, like his face from first form Cell. Cell.
I don't feel like he was middle for himself for very long.
He was
No,
not, but he
it was
went
like-
back to it.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he
It
gets
was
I
like-
remember.
punched in the tummy.
Yeah, it was like an episode, I feel like, that he was
Oh.
second form Cell, then he goes perfect Cell,
Well,
then he gets punched so hard
that he
that
throws
he
up
throws up one of the androids,
Yeah.
and then
which is awesome.
and then he decides to explode himself,
Yeah.
and he blows up King Kai's planet with Goku, and that's how Goku dies
yeah.
Really?
for the second time.
Oh, okay.
Which is also, let's just put it out there, Goku could have taken him. and decided not to because he wanted to give someone else a chance to beat him, to be the hero. And I think that's kind of fucked up.
Well, I could talk forever about how Dragon Ball Z should have ended with the Cell Saga, because it's like that saga. You see, it's like Goku going like, "Okay, I'm not the guy anymore. The guy is Gohan."
Yeah,
and also you see Goku as like somebody as like the master. He's training Gohan. He trains Gohan. He no longer is like the kid who needs to be told what to do anymore.
Yeah.
He's now training, and then he also like. Right before the Cell games, has the opportunity to actually be Gohan's dad for a little while. And so like, and it kind of ends kind of perfectly. Yes, he probably could have like zipped back.
Yeah.
But he didn't. But
no, it ends perfectly.
Yeah. And then the Buu Saga happens, and it's so clear that Akira Toriyama is just like, hey,
you remember Goku?
You remember Goku? Well, I also feel like it's weirdly the end of like Cell, like so Frieza's saga is like going in outer space. Cell's saga is like dealing with androids. And then the Buu Saga is dealing with like ancient wizards and bubblegum. And it's just sort of like, what is...
And also a Demon King.
And also the Demon King. Yeah, so it's just sort of like, what'd you say the bad guys were called? Bibbidi Bobbidi and Boo.
And then also there's other Kais besides King Kai.
Yeah, there's the Supreme. And then also like it brings in like fusion.
Yeah.
And like Goku and Super Saiyan 3 is incredibly unearned because Goku's like, I'm just going to do the thing I could always do but never showed anybody before just to buy some time.
It's too much energy. It uses too much energy from this like unlimited amount of energy that we all seem to have.
And then like it doesn't look that cool, Super Saiyan 3.
No, because he loses his eyebrows. It looks
he gets
really
big
weird.
Old eyebrows and like super long hair.
Yeah, his hair goes like huge, which is like, that's cool. I'm into that. That's awesome. But his skin folds over his eyebrows.
It's really strange.
It's bizarre.
And then he
looking.
just uses it that one time and is like, I can't really keep this up. And then like basically never uses it again.
Yeah.
I think maybe he uses it at the end versus Boo, but I can't remember. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I do like Gotenks though. When they do the fusion.
Gotenks is awesome.
Wait, is that Gohan and Tanks together?
Gohan and Trunks.
And Goten.
Goten.
So Goku has two kids. He's got Gohan and then he's got Goten.
Goten?
Goten, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Where the hell did Goten show up?
Goten it on the mountain. And then Trunks is Vegeta's son.
Trunks is Vegeta's son, yeah.
I know Trunks.
And they
But this is a different Trunks than you probably know, because you probably know Future Trunks.
You might know Future Trunks.
Future
this
Trunks.
is Trunks as a kid.
This is real Trunks.
This is real Trunks as a kid after Future Trunks, but also before Future Trunks.
Yes.
Because time travel.
Yep.
And they fuse, but not permanently, because they do the fusion dance, not the Potara earring fusion, which is permanent.
It isn't
unless
it's
you
only
get absorbed.
No, it's only permanent for Kais.
Oh,
yes.
Is that like explicitly stated then? So,
no.
Oh, okay. Because in the show, they're like, "Oh, this is permanent."
At this
except
moment, everyone
there's no
has stopped
consequences because they immediately get absorbed and are unfused.
And then they're like, you know what? Let's not do that again. Yeah, I don't really want to be fused to you forever. And you're just like, well, then why? Well, whatever.
Why did you do it? And also, if you fused again, you could win.
Yeah, I feel like Dragon Ball Z is full of moments like that, but the Buu Saga is like that moment. Every moment.
Yeah, there are no other moments but that moment.
It's you're always just kind of going like, wait, no, hold on. If he could have, like, the whole thing with the Z sword is so funny. They go to the Kai planet and they bring out the Z sword and it's like it's going to be this.
It's supposed to unlock Gohan's potential,
and he breaks it immediately.
And a guy comes out of it. Craig, a guy comes out of it. Elder Kai comes out of it.
It comes out of it, and he's a pervert. And then
he's an absolute
And
pervert.
then at one point, Elder Kai just goes, well, it looks like everyone's losing. I guess, Goku, I'll give you my life. And then he just falls over dead, then gets back up as a dead person, and Goku's no longer dead. And I'm like, you could do that the whole time? You could all have done something similar. What is going on? Yeah, anyways, Buu Saga sucks.
Well, okay, all right. Buu Saga might suck in some ways.
Yeah.
However, it does give Vegeta his time in the sun.
Yes.
He gets a wonderful, wonderful, heartfelt moment where he goes to sacrifice himself.
Yeah, but that was preceded by him killing they're like, hey, we're gonna solve this problem of Bibbidi and Buu, and we're destroying everybody. We're wrecking house. And then all of a sudden, Vegeta's like Bobbity has the ability, or is it Bibbidi?
It's Bobbity.
Bobbity has the ability to
Bibbidi is Bobbity's
control
father.
people. And so he goes to control Vegeta, who has evil in his heart, and Vegeta lets him happen because he's so annoyed that him and Goku didn't get to fight in the world tournament because they're dealing with all of this stuff. And then he like kills a bunch of people. And then after that, he's like, hey, Piccolo, do you think I'll see Kakarot again? And Piccolo's like, no, dude, you're going to hell. And he's like,
wait, who did he kill? Was it in the... He blows a giant hole in the tournament
in the stadium.
Thing, right?
He's like, Goku, fight me. Pay attention. Boom. I'm going to kill everybody.
Yeah.
And then he like sacrifices himself and he goes,
it doesn't work.
And it doesn't work. And he also like, he turns to Trunks and he's like, I've never hugged you before. I'm like, oh, this is not the moment you think it is.
Yeah.
And then he hugs him, but then he also knocks him out.
Yeah. And he's like,
okay. You're reframing this moment in my head, and I don't know if I like it.
The actual good moment he has is at the very end.
Yes.
When he realizes that Kakarot, as he calls him, but Goku is stronger than him. And he goes, oh, you know what? I really need to focus all of my energy on making Goku as powerful as possible. And then he makes a plea to the earth so that everyone gives Goku the spirit ball, which then kills Buu. I can't believe you're paying attention, Craig.
He still gets his moment.
Okay.
And I love Vegeta, so I love that he gets his moment.
Are we keeping all of this in?
Yeah.
We kind of have to.
Who is still listening?
Hi, Brad.
Hey, Brad. Oh, man. Yeah, so I guess that's what I have.
Yeah, that's great.
For existing.
Yeah. Speaking of things that you probably couldn't keep in a single one of the outfits in Dragon Ball Z.
Yep.
That normally men carry around on them, and most of the outfits in Dragon Ball Z are basically pajamas.
Yeah, God, they look so comfortable.
They really,
except for like all their clothes are weighted.
Yeah.
Because they have so many moments where they like take off, like Piccolo will take off his hat or his like shoulder things, and it's like 2,000 pounds drops to the ground. It like shatters cement.
Yeah, that is truly because
I don't actually think that works for training, but
no. Well, yeah, it's like Goku and Krillin train with giant turtle shells. And then
that would work.
They're running around, and then Master Roshi's like, take the turtle shells off. And they take them off, and he's like, now jump as high as you can. And they jump like 17 stories up in the air. And I'm like, they've never had to land like this. They would just break their legs.
They're gonna die.
Even if this works this way at all, they would land and just immediately break their legs. Anyways, it's a wallet. Because it's the segment where we reach deep into our best friend's pants and whip out some recommendations. It's what's in your wallet. Craig, it's your turn to speak.
Oh, yeah. God.
Because you haven't spoken in 3 days at this point.
Please say it's Dragon Ball Z related.
Yeah. It's the Buu Saga.
Whoops.
Oopsie. We got to talk about it again. Okay. Hi, everybody. Guess what I did? I watched a shit ton of movies.
Wow.
Classic
That's
Craig.
Classic Craig.
Why are you watching so many movies with poop?
Yeah,
is it just that scene in Dogma over and over again?
Mm-hmm.
With the poop monster?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Oscars...
Train spotting.
Shut up. The Oscars are on Sunday.
This Sunday?
This Sunday.
So when people hear this, it will be last Sunday.
Yes, but that's not the point. I typically watch about 2 or 3 past Oscar Best Picture winners, and I'm in the dregs now. And when I say the dregs, I just mean there are some. I will get to one that's very good.
Just movies that just aren't for you. Plus, they also might be bad.
Yes.
You mean the Dragon Ball Z?
Yes, the dregs and Ball Z.
Yeah,
the dregs and Ball Z.
So the good
sounds
one
like a boomer trying to say like.
Adding an S to
no,
things.
your TV show wrong, like Pokemans. But it's like them pretending that they don't know how to say dragon.
Yeah.
Oh, what are you watching? Dregs and Ball Z? Come on. You know what that word is.
No dragon.
Anyways.
So first one I'll mention is Going My Way, which has Bing Crosby.
What?
What?
Yes.
like real Bing Crosby
Is
or
that
AI
man-
Bing
Am
Crosby?
I wrong, or has that man been dead for a long time?
He's been dead since the 80s.
Okay.
So it's like an AI Bing Crosby that they brought back.
Oh my God, this is from the 40s.
I thought this was for current Oscars.
No, my point was that I watched older movies.
Okay, I see what's happening
Okay.
now.
I was
I'm
there with
sorry.
you, Phil. I got it. I lost it.
Okay.
At least it doesn't look like I wasn't listening or anything.
I also watched all the nominees for this year, but I also every year watch some of the past winners.
Gotcha.
So this is an old movie from the 40s. I believe it won like in 44, or it's from the year 44. It's basically, you guys have seen Ted Lasso, right?
Yeah.
It's that, but for the Catholic Church.
Okay,
So that's too bad.
He just shows up, and then everyone's life fucking sucks, and then he shows up, and he just makes everything magical with his singing. He just croons, and everyone's like,
yeah.
We're just a bunch of street urchins, but we're gonna be choir boys now. It's just basically that.
Wow, Craig, you really disappeared in that role.
I know. Thank you.
That was pretty good.
Does he make them leave the Catholic Church, and that's why everything gets?
Does he have? Does he have
Sorry,
sex
Mom.
with a nun at the end?
No, he does. Actually,
Does he?
there's nothing problematic like that. I
Okay.
thought
Does
for a
he-
minute he was gonna have a relationship with like a 17-year-old girl, but it was not what I was thinking was gonna happen.
Do they don't propose that his dick is so incredible that somebody gives up their faith?
Yeah.
I feel like they did a lot in those kind of movies.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, going my way. And then Tom Jones is an interesting movie. Do you know this one?
Maybe it doesn't sound familiar because it just sounds like the name of a man.
Like the name of the singer,
Tom Jones.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Is
so-
it the singer Tom Jones or is it?
No,
Oh,
it's
okay.
it's based on a book from the 1700s. So
What? They didn't have the
They
name
s-
Tom Jones
The
back
name is
then.
Tom
Yeah.
Jones. All right.
but it's Albert Finney.
Okay.
Albert Finney.
I definitely know
and
who that is.
He's just
Is that the guy from?
big fish
He's-
and a
he
bunch of
was in,
stuff.
He's never going
Little
to get
Miss
through
Sunshine?
this list. No,
No.
That's
no.
Ronald
that's-
Reagan.
Yes, correct.
Keep
Oh
going.
my God. Anyway, Tom Jones, Womanizer. It's a quirky, a very like winking to the camera period piece. So it might be for some people. I was just like, this is fine. I did see Hoppers in theater. I'm going to do a quick aside. I loved Hoppers.
Is
I
that
think-
the
Alan Arkin.
Alan
I
Arkin, yes.
was close.
Yeah, right.
yeah.
That's the Avatar, but animals.
Hoppers? Oh, that's right. Yeah,
It's-
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's
yeah.
very funny.
Yeah, it looks good.
It's
It
very funny.
It looks good.
Yeah. The one I did see past winter that was actually extremely good, and I have surprisingly not seen, was Godfather Part 2.
Oh, I always hear really, really good things
Yes.
about Godfather
Man.
Part 2, that it's like maybe sacrilegiously better than the first one.
Yes. No, that's what everyone says. Everyone's like,
Yeah,
the
okay.
first one is like a near perfect movie, and the second one is a perfect movie.
Okay.
I haven't seen them since I was a teenager, and I remember not liking the second one, simply because I just don't think I was had the patience, understanding, or emotional intelligence to really not enough lasers.
Yeah.
That was
It-
really the problem.
It had me with, and another problem is I picked it up and I was like, this can't be right. 202 minutes? Yes, it is. Lord of the Rings long.
202 minutes.
That's too long.
That's more than 3 hours, right?
Yeah.
God, wow, I am so bad at math.
But
It's 3 hours and
here's the
22
thing,
minutes.
Thank you.
because it's basically two movies together.
Yeah, because it's
Oh.
like it
Because
is.
it's part 2A
It's a
and part
prequel.
2B.
It's a prequel and a sequel.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
first
so,
movie.
A pre-sequel.
that's like one of those like weird Oscar facts. Is like Robert De Niro and Marlon Brando are the only people to win Oscars for playing the same character or something like that.
Yep.
Because he plays him when he's a young
Yeah,
man, and he plays
okay.
him when he's dying.
Man, I had to watch it in like segments. That's really how a lot of these movies ended up going, because I had to just catch them when I could. And also, this is just too long. But it had me within the first 10 minutes. I was like, I hadn't seen the first one in probably 10 years. And still, I was just like, okay, yeah, it's all coming back. And yeah, it's just I'm realizing I'm a very big fan of Al Pacino pre Scent of a Woman. And when I say that, I mean
As soon as he got the scent, you didn't like him.
that version of Al
Well,
Pacino.
when he started to become a cartoon of himself.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to, like, I
So,
still
like,
haven't seen
Jack and Jill's not your movie.
a Dunkachino. No.
Yeah. Okay.
I still haven't seen Serpico or like Dog Day Afternoon. So some of and
Dog Day
Scarface.
Afternoon is good. I like that one.
I know there's a lot of his like bigger films I haven't seen. But I've been trying to watch some of his more smaller films.
Dog Day Afternoon is one of those movies that you will watch and you go, oh, holy shit, I feel like Rocco's Modern Life did a spoof on this or something did a spoof. You know what I mean? Like it's one of those movies that like so many people.
Cultural osmosis.
Like, Bob's Burgers did a Dog Day Afternoon ripoff at one point, I think.
Is Dog Day Afternoon the one where
It's
they
the
rob
bank
a bank?
robbery.
He robs a bank
okay.
and then there's like it becomes a media circus and
Yeah.
he like and there's a whole lot of stuff that happens and like all like I feel like so many shows do that at like some
or
point.
also a bunch of movies have done
Similar
ideas.
yeah,
So you're when you watch it, you're gonna be like, oh, I've seen this
Yeah,
before. But you're like, oh no, this is the first one.
yeah.
So yeah, those were the three from the past. And then the 10 Oscar nominees, I had seen F1 in the theaters, Sinners, of course. That came out a year ago now.
Good film.
That's still my pick for winning, I hope.
I think it's too black and too supernatural, but could win.
I mean, they picked Parasite, Everything
I guess
Everywhere
that's
All
true.
at Once.
Oh, I guess that's
They've been
true.
doing some weird ones.
True. Forgot about that. I guess
So-
I have my cynical hat on.
Yeah. So we'll see.
I
That's
also
a,
don't-
that's a baseball hat.
No, this is the cynical hat. This
Oh.
is you notice I wear this every day.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotcha.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And then One Battle After Another, that's probably the other front runner.
Is it you like that one?
Yeah.
I really wanted to
did.
see it.
Yeah.
It looks cool.
It's, I mean, I haven't seen all of Paul Thomas Anderson's movies, but I think you got to be on that wavelength a little bit.
Paul W.S. Thompson Anderson.
Yes, exactly. Alien versus Predator. I think he did that one.
Alien versus One Battle After a Predator.
Yes. But Leo's great in that. I mean, everyone's really good in that. Sean Penn is just it's a goofy movie.
Yeah.
It's really goofy for some reason. But it
Yeah,
works.
I got like
Would
kind
you
of
say
like
it's an extremely goofy
It's an
movie?
extremely
Yeah.
good. Yeah, they're on a skateboard for some reason.
Yes.
I got like very kind of like Coen brother kind of vibes from at least the trailers in
Yeah.
the sense that it's like feels like more of a satirical farce than like a straight up. You know what I mean? At least in tone.
Yes, it kind of there's some serious moments, but you're right. I think that's why I like it so much is it has more of that Coen brothers tone.
Yeah.
And then Begonia I saw a couple months ago and I liked that one a lot. Yorgos Lanthimos.
Yeah.
Again, if you're in for the weirdness, understanding that there is going to be some very strange things
I
happening.
want to watch it.
Yeah.
I feel like I would really like that one.
Yeah. Anne just watched it today. I was like, hey, you gonna go watch some of these movies? So she watched that and she liked it. So I think you like it. The other ones I jam-packed into this week. Hamnet, Train Dreams, Marty Supreme, Secret Agent, and Sentimental Value. Almost all those movies are extremely sad.
Yeah.
Sentimental Value and Hamnet are about processing grief or trauma or just like life through art
Oh boy.
in terms of like, hey, we lost our child and the only way I know how to show that is by creating Hamlet. And then Sentimental Value is about making a film and trying to apologize to your daughter for abandoning her. A lot of child death
Been
in these
there.
movies.
Mm.
And then I love Train Dreams. Like, I think you'd really like it a lot, Phil, because it's very like it's a lumberjack.
And you love trains.
Okay. Yeah.
No,
yeah,
it's barely anything to do with trains.
Oh.
Well, then, hang on. A movie that lies to me? I don't
Yeah.
think I like that.
Ooh.
No, it's just this very much living in the wilderness in the early. It's like Red Dead Redemption in terms of
I
like
could be into that.
setting. He's a lumberjack, so he's living that life. And then something happens in the middle of the film I'm not going to talk about, but let's just say it was not my favorite thing that ever happened.
Ugh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like specifically to me.
Yeah.
So,
Oh.
Yeah. No, that. Okay. Yep. I'm
Marty Supreme though, very good.
What's that movie
Okay.
about?
Ping pong.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's trying to convince the world that he's the best ping pong player ever.
I feel like I already saw this
Tim and
movie, and it was
Shally.
called
Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump, yeah. God, what a stupid movie.
Yeah. Fuck Tom Hanks, right?
I mean, I know that was kind of the point, but it is such a stupid movie.
It's very silly.
Have you seen any of the Safdie brother movies?
Maybe, but I don't think so.
Like Good Times or Uncut Gems?
I've seen Uncut Gems. I really
Okay.
liked Uncut Gems.
So this is just Josh who did this one, and again, kind of like that low-level anxiety throughout the whole movie.
Yeah,
But
stress
it's just
movie.
like bad stuff keeps
Yeah.
happening to this guy. But he's also like the slimiest person.
Yeah, that
So you're
sounds-
like, man, I'm glad bad stuff's happening to this guy.
yeah,
Good
yeah.
old Timmy Shally.
Yeah, that is kind of funny how like if you make a movie super stressful, but if you make your character just shy of likable,
Yeah.
it's sort of like well, I'm stressed out, but I'm not like upset. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Like I still want to see him play ping pong.
Yeah.
But like, man, he's going about this the wrong way. So anyway, that was my way too long
Yes.
recommendation. Watch the movies. I think there was a really good group this year. There's none of the movies. Oh, Frankenstein, I forgot to mention.
Oh,
Not my bag, surprisingly.
interesting. Okay.
I think some of the characterizations were just not there. And it's one of those where they grab Victor Frankenstein's like, no, you're the monster.
Oh my
It's one of
God.
those things. And I was just like, everyone groans.
It's
It's like,
It's like that's such like a college thought. You know what I mean? Like that's like grasping, and like thinking you just discovered something no one has ever thought before. You know?
So Guillermo del Toro, love him.
Yeah.
I love the look of his films
Mhm.
always.
He's like
I'm
obsessed
realizing-
with like trying to have sex with the Universal monsters.
Yes.
Or something.
But like,
Because like he
half
did
his
Shape of
movies-
Water, which
Yeah,
was
but I
just
mean, like-
Creature from the Black Lagoon.
and even like that
you
movie.
say that like that's weird though.
Yeah. That one.
Yeah, I guess.
I feel like if you
fuck
think
me,
about
kind
it,
of, right?
like yeah, if you think about it, like he's not wrong.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Yeah. But like lately, I think like Nightmare Alley,
Mhm.
Shape of Water, even, they've all kind of bounced off of me. They
Yeah.
weren't as engaging as I would like. I
Maybe
really like,
you should be glue instead of rubber.
but I love Pacific Rim.
I
A guy uses a boat as a sword.
Yeah.
There's nothing to dislike.
still think the
I know.
greatest thing that Guillermo del Toro has ever made is just being in Death Stranding.
Yeah. It is legit great.
And the ending of the movie with him is I just love that movie. I mean that game.
Someone was talking about that game and they said that he doesn't do the voice. And I thought about it. I'm like, wait, does he not do the voice?
There's no way.
That seems really weird.
That seems
that
so
they-
weird. It is him.
It
It's
is him.
It's exactly his face.
Yeah.
There's no way he doesn't do the voice. If anything, like there is a small chance that like somebody came in and like did extra lines for him using his mocap just to like because he wasn't available. But no, there's look it up.
Okay.
Phil, you go next.
Falco.
Oh yeah, I have something
Uh-huh.
to recommend to people, and it's I consumed media or something,
Oh
Mhm.
boy.
and
I'm
I liked
sorry.
it, so I would be to recommending it to you guys, and also at whoever is listening to
Did
them.
you just take an Ambien? What's going on?
My life is an Ambien, buddy. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really have anything.
Yeah, that's okay. These things
I'm like
happen.
I'm out of stuff right now.
Yeah.
I'm out of fuel.
Phil is
yesterday
really
and today.
enjoying having me as his coworker.
I actually, yes. No, that's
There you
if there's a recommendation, it's hire Craig to work with you because he's a cool guy. But also don't do that because he works with me now.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So-
you don't want to take them away.
go. Will,
don't take
Will,
him
do
from
you
me.
want me to hang out at your house?
I mean, it probably would help motivate me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't look at your phone. Don't look at the comments.
Well,
Okay.
yeah. Oh, I guess you're right, Dad. I mean, Craig.
I mean,
Daddy Craig.
You're just like, hey, why don't you stop yelling your thoughts out loud to the wall, which you've been doing for an hour and a half, and sit down and do some work. I'm mentally fine, everybody.
Yeah. We've been doing this for like 5 years. I don't think I've ever not had a recommendation.
Really?
he does not voice.
He doesn't voice Dead Man.
No, it's just his likeness. Isn't that weird?
That's even weirder.
Oh, Shrinking.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Jack and I
yeah.
have been watching Shrinking. We're all caught up now. We had
That's-
we had
what's his
started it a
name's
while ago.
Harrison
Show.
Ford.
Well, I know Harrison
Jason-
Ford, but the guy who makes it, Bill Lawrence.
Bill Lawrence.
Who
Oh,
did
Bill
Scrubs
Lawrence.
and a
Oh,
bunch of other
yeah.
Scrubs
Scrubs
shows.
Arena.
Like, I love how all of Bill Lawrence's shows have just become like slightly retired rich white people just kind of like living their lives.
Isn't that Cougar Town?
That is Cougar Town.
Yeah.
and,
Cougarton.
Yeah, Cougar Town. This is why I couldn't watch that show after a while, because I was like, I like his humor, but like what made Scrubs so great was the stakes of it all. You know what I mean? Like they were dealing with life and death. I mean, it's basically for the time at the time modern MASH. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Shrinking's really good.
yeah,
It's
I've heard that too.
I laugh a lot, like
Is it-
constantly, but it
Does
also
it
is
get
like
into
very.
the serious stuff?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It
that's
does
cool.
a very good job of like balancing the very funny, quippy, and the very serious, sad. I think it does a great job.
Has Brendan Fraser showed up?
No,
Yeah, they don't find.
Okay. They're
Good.
Good.
no, that would be too.
we can't
much,
lose
I
him
think,
again.
for me.
Have you guys watched the new season of Scrubs yet?
I've been meaning to. I
No.
don't really want to hear anyone else's opinions. I just want to like watch it on my own. You know.
I've
but-
just seen the first 2 episodes.
Yeah, I'm sure it's probably sort of like, oh yeah. I'm not 17 anymore.
I've heard it's quite good.
Oh, good. Yeah.
So it's like you're afraid at this is all I'll say. At the first episode, you're afraid that it's going to be like, oh, this is Nostalgia Fest.
Yeah, or like, do they even remember how to do this?
Yep. And then you get hit with a truck
Oh, okay, cool.
by
Yeah.
one of the characters. You're like, oh, okay. Yep, there it
Is
is.
it Hooch?
Hooch is
Hooch is
crazy. He is there too.
I
Oh, is
know.
he? That's
I
awesome.
saw something about it.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
Hooch
cool.
is there.
I thought he went to prison. Or was that just in JD's daydream?
Probably. That's the thing. You don't know what's in his daydream.
Yeah.
It's going to be where everything in Scrubs was his daydream, but then also it's inside a snow
A
globe.
snow globe of a
Autistic
young boy.
child.
Yes.
Will.
Yeah.
Hello. What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? What do you got?
Keeping in
What do you
my
have?
in
What
my
do you have?
in my 26.
What do you have, Will?
I don't know what's happening.
Will, what do you
God.
have right now?
Nothing.
Will, what do you have?
You know what? Never mind.
What are
Forget
you
it.
chewing
Forget it.
on?
No, it's not good. No, I don't think it's good anymore.
Will, drop
I don't
it.
want to say I can't. Okay, fine. Continuing with my theme of 2026 of giving up and staving off depression if I can.
Yeah.
I have been playing.
Don't write into the show about this.
I have been playing Pokemon Fire Red.
Nice.
Which I didn't think I was going to buy and was kind of so Nintendo is a fucking just the most infuriating company on the planet.
Mhm.
So like they came out with the Switch Online, which they're like, hey, if you pay for online, you can get, I think it was like Game Boy games and Super Nintendo and Nintendo games. And if you pay for the extended, you get N64 games. And they made it seem like they were going to be putting out new N64 games every month. And they did that for about 10 months. And then they didn't do that anymore. And now they're just like putting out, every once in a while, they put out a real stinker of a game.
Yeah,
on the
it's like
N64 thing, and it's like, who wants this? Nobody.
yeah.
And they started, and they also got Game Boy Advanced, and they were like, oh, Game Boy Advance, here's a bunch of great games. And then everyone's like, where's all the Pokemon? They're like, what do you mean, Pokemon what?
I heard of it.
And so anyways, then they were like, hey, for the 30th anniversary, we're going to release Pokemon Fire Red for the Game Boy Advance on the Switch, but not for the extended or whatever it is,
The paid subscription.
the paid subscription. It's just going to be, it's only for $20, which is pretty reasonable, especially for Nintendo.
Yeah.
But
Which I still think it does give people who don't want to pay
Yeah.
for the subscription. It's like, well, I can just get this.
well, but I can't. Why not both? You know what I
I
mean?
know.
Like that's the thing that bothers me. Is like
That's
I've been
true.
paying for this thing for a number of years now. You know, like just give it to me, and then also make it available for people to buy. Like just do both.
just give
Yeah.
it to me.
Well, it's also So I think I'm probably going to get rid of my expansion pass.
Give it to me,
You
Greg.
know, maybe
Nintendo.
for like a year. Maybe I'll go back to it when I get the Switch 2 and I want to play a GameCube game or something.
I think we're getting away from the real question here.
Uh-huh.
Who is your starter?
Oh, Charmander every time.
God, you're lame.
I am so lame. Charmander So, anyways, I bought it because
I
I love.
pick Charmander as well.
My first was Bulbasaur. Then I
Yeah.
did Squirtle.
So here's the thing. Charmander is hard mode, at least at first.
My God,
What?
you guys are insufferable.
What do you mean?
pick. Well, okay. Here's the deal. You don't even know
I'm
my
sorry.
reasoning. You don't even know my reasoning.
Yeah.
Because I like Charmeleon.
Yeah. Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. But no, I just mean that the first badge. Okay, the first badge you go up against is Brock, a rock Pokemon. Charmander can't do anything against rock. Then you go into Mount Moon. Charmander can't do anything in Mount Moon. Then you go to Cerulean City, and it's a water badge. So you have to you have to find and raise a grass Pokemon. I don't even think they're available. Anyways, it doesn't matter. I like playing this. I started playing it, and I was like, I'm probably gonna bounce off of this. I maybe wasted some money, but whatever. It's fun to play. Jack has played, my son, and he got his first badge, and he basically did it all by himself, which was fun. He's just
Oh,
6.
nice.
Yeah, but now I can't stop playing it, and I'm like thinking about it. I'm like, I gotta get back to my boys. I gotta get back to my Pokemon boys, and I gotta get this next badge. And it is weird because I've actually never played Fire Red before. I played red version or blue version.
Mhm.
So I never played Fire Red. So it's like got a lot of really cool quality of life stuff. Like you have an item that you can use that re-challenges trainers, which is like you use this item and trainers that you already beat will be like, hey, I want to fight again.
Oh,
Yeah. And so it's so much easier to fight people for money in the game, and because that's the only way you get money.
please, sir, I don't have any more
I don't have
money.
any money. I want to fight you. And then also it's like for whatever reason, it's way easier to train up Pokemon in battles like that. So yeah, I don't know. And it also made me like kind of like in the oldest man way, just kind of go like, man, Gen 1 really was something else. Because like I feel like when Pokemon first came out, like so many other things like it were like
Sucked?
really they were just like really leaning into like the fantastical side of like monsters and things. Like in some other game, the first couple monsters you meet would be like, you know, a slime, a skeleton, you know what I mean? Like, and in Pokemon, it's like you meet like a rat and a bird, and like fire Pokemon are really rare until later on. And thunder Pokemon, you can maybe get a Pikachu if you're really lucky, but it's like bugs and stuff.
Mhm.
And then you go to like a small town, you go to a forest, and then another small Japanese town, you go through a cave, and another small Japanese town. And it really, like, I feel like another game would have been like, oh, and then you go to the ice place, and then you go to the fire place, and then you go to the desert, you know?
Yeah, it's way more
It's
creative
so-
to just do Japanese town
Well, I mean, but it just like, I just
over
feel
and
like,
over again.
I don't know if it's more creative, but it definitely like has like a vibe to it is all I'm saying.
Well,
Is
there's
it-
one that's fucking haunted.
That's true, Lavender Town, but it's
Gotta get those ghost Pokemon.
yeah,
Mhm.
but I mean, like to me, it just feels more like I don't know. I just it's like kind of fun to like just be like, oh yeah, you're like a kid. This feels in a weird way like reality. I don't know.
What's good against ghosts?
Psychic. I think.
Psychic? Okay.
Yeah, except for they really, it's a lot of weird stuff they decided to do in the first one because like Ghost, there's only one, there's 3 Ghost Pokemon, but it's the same evolution line.
Yeah.
And they're also Ghost Poison. Yeah. So like as a kid, I never knew what like I made a reel about this, how like every ground Pokemon or rock Pokemon was also ground Pokemon. Yeah. So for years, I thought rock Pokemon, thunder didn't affect them. It's not true. You can electrocute
Geodude?
Yeah.
You can't electrocute Geodude because he's ground.
He's ground.
But you can.
But if it's rock and not ground.
Wait, Geodude is not rock?
No, he's rock ground.
He's rock ground.
Dual type. Onyx, rock ground. Rhyhorn, ground rock. Does that matter? It doesn't.
So who's just rock?
Nobody in the first game.
Oh, okay.
But somebody like, okay.
Yeah, nobody in the first game is just rock. Same with, I think Tangela is the only one that's just grass. They're all grass poison.
I love Tangela.
So like
wait.
Yeah, that's true.
Even Bulbasaur?
Even Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur is grass poison, yeah. So like the typing
in the first game.
In the first game. Yeah.
And this is not from like red to fire red. This is
in red.
In red.
In red, yeah. I'm 80% certain because of how the way you just said that. But 10 seconds ago, I definitely was 100% certain that was the case.
I'm actually you.
But the other thing that, is that every flying type is actually a normal flying type. Every bird that you would, unless it's like, Charizard, which is fire flying or something else flying. But there's no flying, that's it, Pokemon. So like the typing, I never knew that fighting wasn't good against flying because fighting is, oh my God. So it's.
No, you're right. Grass and poison.
Yeah, always grass and poison. All of them grass and poison.
Weird.
Yep. Anyways, I'm having a good time. I'm liking it.
Nice.
It's a fun game. Though there are some like weird things like they change in because the thing is Fire Red is technically a Gen 3 game.
Yeah.
And not a Gen 1 game because it's a remake. So like Magnemite is lightning steel or electric steel. And he's the only steel Pokemon in the game.
Oh.
And you have dark moves, but there are no dark Pokemon. Like Bite is a dark move.
Yeah.
So like I'm like, I'm gonna get a psychic Pokemon because psychic Pokemon kill everything in this game. And I'm like, a Zubat showed up. I'm like, hello, poison, weak to psychic. And Zubat's like, hi, Bite, killed Drowsy. And I'm like, what the hell?
Oh no!
Fuck.
What is going on? Yeah.
It's Fire Red.
Yeah, and Leaf Green.
Leaf Green.
And the reason why that is
mustard yellow?
No, there's no mustard yellow.
Because the Japanese had green for the original.
And then when they brought it over to America, they changed green to blue because red, white, and blue, obviously, because we're Americans.
Yeah.
And then when they decided to do the remake,
but we love green.
Money. It's true. But do we love? No, we love freedom more than money.
You're right.
Or at least we think we do.
So if anyone's curious, we are putting off talking about Three Women.
That's right. We saw a movie. We saw Three Women, which is a movie that is directed by
Dumb Dummy.
Some guy. Here it is, pulled up on my phone. It's a 1977 American psychological drama film written and produced and directed by Robert Altman, starring Shelley Duvall, Sissy Spacek, and Janice Rule. It's 124 minutes long. That's not right. Right.
That feels right.
It was like
2 hours and 4 minutes.
Was it 2 hours and 4 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
That feels
I thought
right.
it was 3 hours long. So I could only find that it had a budget and it was 1.7 million. I'm not sure how much money it made. Where do you guys think this is sitting on Rotten Tomatoes?
It's gotta be not that great.
What do you think, guys? What do you think, boys? What do you think, friends?
84%.
62.
Craig, so close, 83%.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Well, I have two questions.
Yeah.
Why?
And how dare they?
And how dare they?
Oh my gosh. Phil, we've talked about this though.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I picked this movie because I was really stuck. I had very little choices because Robert Altman is mostly known as a director and he only wrote movies that he directed and he barely writes them. So I kind of just picked one randomly, and I picked wrong.
Yeah, we told him which one he should have picked.
I know which ones I should. I could have picked probably any of the others. So yeah, I got writer, so I had to cut off of images. So I had to pick another Robert Altman movie. I picked this one because I like Shelley Duvall. Phil, how'd you feel about this guy? How'd you feel about this boy? This one?
I'm gonna come out hot.
Yeah.
'Cause he's feeling great right now.
So I'm feeling great right now. This movie was kind of dog shit. Like, Craig, I know we talked about it, and like, I understand that if you dig in and like try and make something out of this, it's kind of there.
But in order to want to dig in, it's got to at least like encourage you to do that.
I feel like it was trying to get us to make a puzzle, and all it did was like, it made the jigsaw, but forgot to put a picture on it.
Yeah.
So it just drew like hand-drawn shapes on a couple of the pieces and then said, you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And so we're trying to like, if we put in the work, we can make the puzzle fit something.
Yeah.
And I will say, I had an absolute blast watching it with you guys. But I had an absolute blast because it was kind of dog shit.
Yes, it's maybe the hardest I've laughed at a movie in a long time.
Yeah.
So just so people know, I'm going to give a quick synopsis of like what the premise of the movie is it's about two women, supposedly three, but that doesn't really happen until later on. There's about two women. Shelley Duvall is like the older one, and Sissy Spacek plays the younger one. And Shelley Duvall is working at a old person bathhouse,
like a rehabilitation center
where people do die.
People die
with some regularity
at this bathhouse for old people, where she is essentially the office pariah.
Without her knowing it.
Yeah.
I think she knows it. She's just in deep denial about her station in life.
Yeah. She is like the life pariah.
Yes. And everybody, so like you are introduce her and she's basically talking at her coworkers and nobody is even acknowledging her. And so then Sissy Spacek's character comes along as like the new girl, the new hire. And she, for whatever reason, thinks Shelley Duvall's character is the best. And so movie takes about 40 minutes to get to the next point, which is that they move in together.
Yep.
And movie feels like it's going to do like a single white female thing where it's like, oh, Sissy Spacek's character is kind of a basket case. Maybe she's going to steal her identity and try and be her. And then you're sort of like, I guess that's not really happening. And then we get to see what Shelley Duvall's like life is like, and it's real sad. It's just real sad.
And she
People don't
is
like her.
so mean to Sissy Spacek.
And she is so mean to the only person who cares about her.
Yeah.
Anyways, and so essentially they go to have like a party have people over. Shelley Duvall's really excited about it. And then nobody shows up. And so Shelley Duvall's character tries to sleep with a married man. Pinky gets upset. Oh, sorry, that's Sissy Spacek's character is named Pinky. She gets upset. Shelley Duvall yells at her, and then Sissy Spacek's character tries to kill herself, and then the movie goes fucking bananas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So she goes into a coma by hitting her head on water. I didn't understand where the wound came from, but Sissy Spacek goes into a coma.
Have you seen Arrested Development?
Yeah.
Do you remember when Buster's in a coma, but it's like the lightest grade of coma, and he's like, basically it's like a heavy nap?
Yeah.
I think it might be that.
Yeah, but he was faking it the whole movie, the whole show, wasn't he? For most of it.
Oh, he was faking that coma. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if Sissy Spacek was faking.
Shelley Duvall's character changes here because she starts to feel really bad for yelling at her, and that. So she gets her like Pinky's parents to come and see her. And then when Sissy Spacek, Pinky's character, wakes up, she doesn't recognize the parents. And then her personality completely changes to be like a teenager. And she starts sleeping with the married man that she got mad at Shelley Duvall for sleeping with.
She's like, you said earlier that the movie makes you feel like it's going to do a single white female thing.
Yeah.
And then this is where it kind of is doing that.
It
where
kind of does that.
Her personality outside, when she comes out of the coma, is Shelley Duvall's character.
Yeah.
If she was popular.
If she was popular.
Yeah.
She starts to become, like, there's the journal thing.
Yeah.
Where
she's
she,
swaps the journal.
She, like, swaps the journal and she starts journaling
And
as
swaps beds.
Shelley Duvall.
Yeah, she swaps beds with her.
And then eventually kicks Shelley Duvall out
yeah.
of the apartment.
And then she has a nightmare, and it's just this really long sequence of just footage we've already seen. For the most part.
By the way, there's a pool.
Oh,
There's several pools.
There's several pools, and Phil, is this pool full of saggy-titted monster women?
What? That's an insane question. Of course it is. We're the American Southwest, Will.
Yeah.
Yeah, and one guy with
it's
a
so
big
strange
wiener.
that we only saw this one time and they never brought it up
Oh
again.
no, Phil! I think you're thinking of any other movie. How any other movie would have handled this? You actually see it as a scene transition between every single scene.
It's so many times.
There's probably about 20 minutes total.
Of the movie is just the same or two very similar murals.
Yes, one in a not used pool and one
is in a used pool. Yeah. So anyways, Sissy
one's
Spacek,
in a wet pool
yes.
and one's in a dry
Yeah.
pool.
Yeah, and those are the two ways pools come.
Yeah.
Sissy Spacek has a nightmare.
I'd actually argue pools always come dry and then you wet them after.
Sure, but you can be presented with an already wetted pool, I guess is what I meant.
Like on the back of a truck?
No, like at someone else's house or a house that you purchased.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Anyways, or like a hotel. Anyways,
I genuinely like the painting. I think it's so strange looking.
Yes.
And I like it. I just didn't need to see 20 minutes of it throughout this 2-hour movie.
So after this nightmare, Sissy Spacek is like, hey, I want to sleep with you, Shelley Duvall, whose name is actually Mildred, right?
Yeah.
Millie, she goes by?
She goes by Millie.
Because they have the same name.
Yes, they both have the same name. And then Edgar.
Do they, though?
Edgar, the resident like douchebag and drunk, comes by and is like, hey, let's have a threesome. And they're like, no, you creep. He's like, by the way, I'm going to be a father because the third woman who has been this like basket case, moon-faced like weirdo the whole movie, who is pregnant, drawing. She's the one been drawing the big-titted pregnant ladies. Or the saggy-titted pregnant ladies. I'm going to stop saying those words.
Only one of them's pregnant.
Yeah, only one of them is pregnant. Is giving birth to a baby. And they're like, who is she with? He's like, what do you mean, who is she with? And I'm like, wow, Edgar, you suck.
Yeah.
Anyways, and so they go, God, this is like the worst, like 15 minutes of cinema I think I've ever seen, which is when Shelley Duvall is helping the third woman whose name was Willie, I want to say,
Willie,
right?
Yeah.
Give birth.
Willie, Millie, and Silly.
And Willie is giving, and she is doing, ha, ba, and the whole time, Sissy Spacek is supposed to have gone and gotten somebody, but she doesn't. She doesn't. She didn't.
She doesn't.
She doesn't. And she just stands. So it's like from her perspective through this open door of this woman giving birth in like a motel, and she's giving birth, and the whole time Shelley Duvall is just going like, "What do I? So should I? Hey, what's happening? Hey, are you okay?" And she's like trying to help her give birth, and it's like, I think I see a head. Is that a baby? Am I seeing a baby right now? Is this where the baby is? What do I? Should I? Do I help? Am I helping? And it's like for like 12 minutes. This is
too long.
happening while the other woman's going like ha oh ha. It's the most sitcom-y pregnancy sounds. Anyways, she gives birth
she
to
comes out and she says, "It's dead.
It's dead. The baby's dead." And I'm like, wow, fuck you, movie.
Yeah.
And then after that, we flash forward, perhaps backwards, perhaps to another dimension.
Lateral.
Who knows? To a time where somebody shows up at the bar that they frequent, and Sissy Spacek's character is there, and she's like, hey, this is a delivery. I'm going to get my mom. And she turns around and she gets Millie, who is not her mom, and is dressed in like olive oil. And Then they hear the delivery guy goes like, "Hey, shame about Edgar," and they're like, "Who? Oh yeah, the guy we killed. I mean, the guy we all slept with, because he died."
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they go to the house, and Willie's there, and she's aged like 30 years.
Yeah.
Except everyone else is the same age, and she's like, "Oh, hello, welcome to my house."
Which is, I believe, her first line in the movie.
Yeah, maybe other than the whoas. Anyways, and so they just become the mother, the maid, and the crone,
And then Finn.
and then we no.
Oh,
We
you're
pan
right.
over to a pile of tires, then Finn.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot about the tires.
Okay.
And as that happened, I said, if the movie ends now, I'm going to throw my phone at the television.
And luckily he didn't.
And I didn't.
Can I tell you the interpretation of the movie?
Yeah. Can I not listen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. The whole thing's a dream.
Oh, wow.
It's Millie's dream.
Wow.
Millie's having a dream about her. Gosh, I don't even remember because we talked about it, Phil. But basically,
Her past and her future.
her past and basically, just what she was like. Because you're basically the same person, but you're changing over time.
Yes.
In the different modes of yourself. So like the dynamic changes between these two different women, but it's like she's.
Yeah, so she like apparently in her life she went from runaway to sort of like slightly stable but not perfect life to sort of abused pregnant woman.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
My read on it when we watched it was these are all three women are the same woman.
Yeah, it was pretty obvious.
And it is
They all have
three
the same
stages.
name.
Yeah, they all have basically the same name.
Millie goes to Willie.
And it centers around the change that happens when not like when they meet each other, but when Edgar like comes into their life. So like
And
he's
ruins it,
and ruins it. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. So like, and that's the weird painting with the three women and
Yeah.
one's pregnant and there's one dude in the painting with a giant dong.
A normal size.
No,
we would
Yeah,
all
sorry.
we all know that that's the
Yes.
normal,
Very normal
size.
size.
Very normal size.
Normal size dong. And it like I get it.
Yeah.
They're all three the same woman, and it is three versions at different times in the same woman, and how she is like she comes into the story as Pinky,
Mhm.
and she is this like bright-eyed, naive.
yeah.
She's really like she latches on to Millie because she thinks Millie's really cool, and then as she experiences more and starts to become Millie, she becomes a different version of Millie after she's out of the coma, and
Yeah.
then Edgar's involved, and then at some point like the Millie version is when she meets Edgar, and maybe there's some sort of thing that happens between them that's
Yeah, to
whatever,
me, like-
and then she becomes this like sort of strange, very guarded, very like weird person, and then in the end it's like she's this non-speaking
Yeah.
woman who has lost her entire identity because she is just a person who exists as Edgar's concubine.
Or something. I don't know.
However, I think the movie does such a bad job of making that interesting.
Yeah, yeah. Or even
Because it's like I feel like it's a movie called Three Women. I think right out of the gate we're like, oh, maybe they're all the same woman.
yeah, I think we did.
So like I guess what I would have wanted is, yeah, it's a cool concept, but what are we doing with it? And I
Well, I
didn't really
almost-
like where I only liked the journey because we had fun goofing
yeah,
on
yeah.
it.
I mean, it reminds me of Images in the same way of like where I was sort of like, I kind of feel like if they had been more explicit about what was happening at times, almost like I very much found myself with this one, like I did the last one, going like, if Kurt Vonnegut had written this, I would have liked it a lot more. You know what I mean? Like if someone was like slipping through time or whatever, like, and there was like actually a science fiction element to it, I'd find it, but like the whole like it's in your mind the whole time. I'm like, oh, okay, that's just not.
I could have done without the ending.
Yeah,
of
and the
this.
ending was weird. So like, okay, so Craig, how did you feel about the movie watching it, and how do you feel about it now?
I mean, I enjoyed watching it with you guys.
Yeah.
I've seen other movies like this, so it wasn't as like off-putting as you guys seem to.
I don't. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, this is me.
Yeah.
So, and I'm the type of person who afterwards tries to find meaning in it.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I want to try and understand it. And I know that's some people would say you're not supposed to, like, you take what you got, like, don't let someone else tell you how to feel about something. But for me, I'm just trying to get more understanding.
Yeah, I was about to say there's a difference between like having somebody tell you what they mean, like what it's supposed to be, and like you searching for the words that you can't find that somebody else has already found.
Yeah.
You know, I think there's a level of that.
I really like Shelley Duvall in it. I think she does really well with her character. I mean, again, I just like her.
Yeah, I was about to say.
actress.
So that is my takeaway for the most part. Is like if Shelley Duvall wasn't the main character, if Millie wasn't the main character and it wasn't played by Shelley Duvall, I think I would just straight up nothing this movie.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I think that was enough for me to have a good time just because she's a good actress. And I was also fascinated kind of right out of the gate by the character of Millie because she was an interesting 3-dimensional character. You know what I mean? Like right out of the gate where she's like, nobody likes her. She's trying so hard to make it seem like her life is perfect. And it absolutely isn't.
No.
And the only one who doesn't know that is her. Well, she does, but she's pretending like everyone else isn't aware of how she seems to everybody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and I think that's an interesting character. And I also like, so, this movie reminds me of Solaris in that way, where like, you know, like I sort of, my brand on this podcast is sort of the like, is exactly like, what was Brian Cox's character in Adaptation, who's like, nothing happens in the world, you know, like I have no use for it, I have no time, like, but everything, the world is so interesting. And he's like, you know, he's like, if I'm going to waste my 2 hours, you better do a good job of like, of using that time that I'm giving you, you know? And that is, for the most part, like my philosophy. But I, as of late, have been kind of thinking a lot about, and we were talking about him earlier, Akira Toriyama, yeah. The writer of Dragon Ball Z, who was a manga writer, and also like old school serial writers, sort of like L. Ron Hubbard, you know, people who like just had to write. And there is something, I feel like in our day and age, there's like such an analysis paralysis that occurs where it's like, you can't just like, you know, the idea of like just churning out stories and like keeping things going and just thinking moment to moment and being entertaining by the next, you know, thing, which is what I kind of admire about like Akira Toriyama and Dragon Ball Z is like, he was under a deadline writing the manga, which is why some of the things that happen, you're kind of like, wait, what about this character? Did they just forget about this character? And it's like, yes, because Akira Toriyama straight up forgot that Launch was a character. He forgot that the hyperbolic time chamber was a thing until the Cell Saga. You know what I mean? Like, he just forgot about these things. And it makes interesting stories. And I think the reason why I bring that up is because you showed me, Craig showed me a clip of Robert Altman talking a little bit about his process when he makes film, and he likes to shoot linearly. Mm-hmm. And so I kind of find myself being fascinated by that idea of like making a movie and kind of just going with it and going for it, you know? And so in a lot of ways, I think I like a movie like this where you don't know what's going to happen next because they don't foreshadow it all that well because they were kind of making it up as they went along. Mm-hmm. And that to me makes an entertaining film. Like there were so many moments where you're just like, what? Yeah. What is happening now?
Yeah.
Which to me is very fun. I love those moments. So I feel like with a movie like Solaris, I was so annoyed with it because it felt like they were very much going like, we're trying to say something, but we're not going to say it. And we don't actually know what it is, but we're like trying to be deep and interesting. Whereas Robert Altman just seemed to be yes-anding his way into a bad movie as opposed to like planning one out and making one on purpose. And so I find myself like kind of I found, despite myself enjoying this movie and kind of liking it, that being said, nobody should watch it and it's bad. But for the most part, I was like, I kind of weirdly like this, and I think it is, a lot of it is Shelley Duvall.
I think it's one of those movies. I mentioned it during the while we're watching it, that it had no physical release until like 2006 on
makes sense.
DVD. And you guys were like, duh, of course, sucks.
That sounds exactly like us. That's so
exactly.
weird.
Yeah, because that was fucking funny.
It was very funny.
That was as funny as when we said it.
Yeah.
I thought for sure that was Phil talking just then.
Yeah.
I thought it was me talking too.
That was my wife's impression of what I sound like every single time. She'll do it. She has to say duh at the beginning.
It's funny. It's actually my impression of you as well.
Yeah. Wait, is it just me?
Yeah, well, you really gotta stop saying duh before you talk.
I really do. I think it's one of those where, Altman really, so if anyone actually knows his filmography really well, they're going to get mad at me, but I feel like MASH and Nashville were his breakouts, which came after Three Women. And I feel like this kind of got lost, along with like Images.
Yeah.
And so, and it makes sense. I mean, if you are really love Shelley Duvall and you were like following her in the 70s, you probably would have caught this, but it's not like the most commercially, like I think this is a hard watch for most people.
Oh yeah. Again, I don't think anybody should watch it unless you're like unless you have a
movie podcast with two of your best friends.
Unless you have the same brain disease that Craig and I have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, don't watch this movie, you know?
So I do think, because when you hear, like I sent you guys a video and I've watched a couple other things, and a lot of people describe this as like Robert Altman's masterpiece. And it's one of those where like
did they not see
hearing
Popeye?
that. I know, right?
I don't think, by the way, going based on what we've seen of him, I don't think the man can make a good movie.
We have not seen his best movies.
I know,
That's
I've
the
seen
funny
MASH.
part.
I like MASH.
Okay, I haven't seen MASH yet.
We've seen 3 stinkers. Images was all right.
Yeah, Images was all right.
I like Popeye for the chaotic.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Like,
Honestly, I think we all came out of
it.
Popeye enjoying the fact that we watched it.
To me, the funniest thing about that is both Craig and I decided that it was like the perfect Popeye movie, and I thought because of that made it terrible. And you're like, yeah, it's the perfect Popeye movie that makes it bad. I'm like, yeah, but this is an unfilmable thing because it's just bad.
Anyway, it's one of those things where I think people dug it out and they're like, wait, this is good.
Feels like a diamond in the rough if you discover this.
Yeah. So I think it's one of those where it has more of a cult following now. Studying the nature of women. And so I think, again, it's one of those where I was hearing it a lot.
I mean, I would be interested to hear a actual woman's take on a movie like this. It is funny that like the first thing you see is Robert Altman's Three Women. And it's sort of like, okay, that doesn't bode great.
Yeah.
You know?
But that's, again, when someone's like, this is a masterpiece, or when they say anything's a masterpiece, like I had to get over that point in my life where I was like, there's something wrong with me because I don't understand it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that is always a funny like moment where people are like, yeah, it's a masterpiece. And you're just sort of like, yeah, but like, no, but it isn't though, right? Like, were you joking? Like, I don't understand. Like, how are we talking about the same thing?
But I mean, like people call, like some people say Speed Racer is a masterpiece.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. Like,
and then we watched it. I was like, Patrick H. Willems is a liar. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
So I think, again, it's a subjective thing, but it's also like not everyone has to feel the same way about things, obviously. You should dig a little bit into films. You can't take everything at face value.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's going to be okay if you don't understand everything and don't understand why something's popular or
Now, okay, my ego
interesting.
needs to say one thing is that I
Sure.
do understand this movie. I just think it's bad.
Yeah, I think that's I think there is a lot of that.
I think it thinks it's saying more than it's saying. I think it's saying something. I think I just
Okay, Phil, so if that's a big if
Oh,
you
boy.
were to give this a rating, what would you give it?
I'm gonna give this a 5 out of. No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna give this a 1 out of 5. Robert Altman really loves mirrors
Mhm.
and reflections of things. A lot. Will,
Yeah.
back me up here, my guy.
You giving it a 1 out of 5?
Yeah, I don't know how I feel. It feels low, but I didn't like this.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this movie. I think, see, going off of my scale, a 1 is usually a movie that I'm like mad at because it's like personally offensive to me.
Okay.
A 2 is a movie that is like not even of note. You know what I mean? Like it just, and I think like, and then a 3 is a movie that like it didn't do a very good job, but there's elements that I enjoy. So I think actually for me, based on my usual scale,
A 3,
no, it's got to be
5.
it's like a 2.25.
Okay.
I'm going to give this movie 2.25. Those are the worst looking pigs in the blanket I've ever seen.
Oh gosh.
Full hot dogs? What are you doing?
Well, no. Before
They
you
were so much bigger than the bread. What?
Yeah,
what?
no,
Yeah.
you're right. You're right.
I'm gonna give the same rating I gave it to Solaris, I think, which is 2.5.
Oh, okay. You're going a little higher. Yeah.
Again, there are parts of it I liked, and again, I've seen enough films. Well, I watched a lot of movies from the 70s. There's just something in the water back then.
Yeah, it seems
well,
like
so
it.
to me, my theory about the 70s is it's
Yeah.
after the 50s and 60s where like,
Oh, what?
I meant the era, but it doesn't matter. Of course it is. Where you were basically making like you were making plays, but you had a camera pointed at it, right?
Yeah.
And like in the 50s and 60s, things started to change, right? And in the 70s, people were just like, it was just so like the camera suddenly became very mobile, and you could suddenly start doing a lot more things. But it was also the years. At the end of the 70s was when we started getting our blockbusters, like our real big money makers like Star Wars and Jaws and stuff like that. And so the industry hadn't become this massive bloated money making machine.
Yeah.
And you also didn't have home video. So the only way to make money was to keep making movies and make movies when they were out. But like in the 80s, once you got home video, you're like, okay, we can just milk this for like years and just make residuals and
Plus
stuff.
the gas crisis.
Mhm.
You're always talking about the gas crisis.
Yeah, it's
Come
a big
on,
deal.
Phil.
Yeah.
It's a big deal, Craig.
It's true.
Anyway, so I think it was like right at the
1970s.
time where like the technology was starting to become very advanced. People were getting into techniques. They were cutting edge. They also, mostly the people making
I
movies
cut edge every day.
were doing so because they were also artists. And then, and they weren't thinking like, oh, this is going to be a huge blockbuster. They were thinking like, this will make enough money so that I can make my next movie and I maybe win an Oscar so I can make a slightly bigger movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So I think that's it was like in this sweet spot. Anyways, that's
A
what the 70s.
sweet spot.
Sweet spot.
Let me just check this based on what you just
I'll
said.
check you.
You should more often. I don't know what the budget was. 1.7 million.
Yeah.
What did 3 women gross?
Oh, just ask ChatGPT.
I don't know if I want to put this in here.
Yeah, I think you need to reword it before you search that.
Okay, so while he's doing that, I went ahead and rolled to see who's picking next. Is it you, Phil?
We already did this.
Oh, we
remember?
already did this. That's right. Yeah.
But Craig's picking
Yeah,
the
so
next movie
I'm
right
picking
now.
the next
Next movie, yeah.
but
I'm picking
we-
the movie after
Yeah,
that.
Yes.
that's right. Okay, that's right.
So the next movie we had done actor,
Uh-huh.
and so I went from Sissy Spacek, and I picked Badlands.
Oh, that's right. Badlands.
Terrence Malick's Badlands. I think it's his first movie. I've liked The New World is one of my favorites. In that like quiet, atmospheric kind of movie. It's very, very good. I haven't seen it in quite a long time now, but I haven't seen a lot of his other stuff, but I remember liking the movies that I've seen of his. So I've heard really good things about this. So, yeah.
Nice.
All right. So, Phil, I rolled a 7, which is editors. So off of Badlands, you have to pick an editor off of it. And I picked it up. The editor, there's 2 editors, one who is credited and one who is uncredited. I say you could go with either. I'm fine with that, but it doesn't look like so yeah, go with the uncredited guy. Cause, there's a lot more. One of the movies he edited was Saving Bikini Bottom, the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. So obviously,
now hold up.
Yeah. So I think we might want to go with that. Also, The Predator was one of his movies that he edited. Okay. So we might have some
Remember,
fun
he
ones.
said The Predator, not Predator.
This says The Predator. Oh no, this is the 2018 movie.
That's exactly why I said The Predator.
Yeah.
That one's
not
so good. So just to go back to a earlier.
Oh, and The Love Guru, Phil.
Oh my
Come
God.
on.
We're gonna get out of the 70s finally, or are we?
Sure could.
So this might not surprise anybody, but 3 women grossed worldwide gross of $5,568.
Say it again.
$5,568.
$5,000?
$5,000.
Oh,
That's how much it made?
Yep.
Oh, that's embarrassing. I feel like I could beat that.
This is a tax write-off.
Yeah, for real. Something's going on here.
$1.7 million.
Yeah. And it literally has 3 locations. The movie is like 2 hours of the same 3 locations over and I guess there's a hospital. So 4.
Oh, the hospital. Yeah, I forgot about the hospital.
Well, so I guess I'm an idiot.
I didn't say 2.5 out of 5 weird like old lady pull thing that squirts water.
Yeah.
Do they refill the water on that thing? Like, how old is that in there?
I didn't like thinking about that one.
It's pace.
Okay.
Please, can we soundbite that?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Thank you for liking and subscribing to the podcast. We're on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. Yes? I don't know anymore.
Yeah, we're definitely on YouTube. We're not really on TikTok, but we're definitely on Facebook. Are we on Facebook? We should be on Facebook.
Yeah, we're on everything.
Instagram links to it. Yeah.
X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it.
Or Snapchat. We're not on that one. People still use that? People still use that.
If you want to tell us to name a woman.
Yeah.
Name a woman.
For $1, name a woman.
This episode was brought to you by Veronica Norland.
What? Because she's a woman.
She is a woman. She's one of the 3 women.
She's one of the 3 women.
The only 3 women there can be. What do I say next? If you want to help support us and hear your name shouted out on the podcast, consider becoming a patron, patreon.com/mumbleandtrug.
If you like what you heard, consider leaving a review on any of our platforms, or tell 3 women to come find us. And nope,
I don't want.
Don't do that. We don't like that.
Nothing wrong with that, but I just
Will doesn't like women.
It's not what I'm saying.
That's I think what Will is saying is that he doesn't like women.
It's that I am a very fragile man. Anyways, go ahead.
Really, you?
Yeah.
If you like what you heard,
yeah.
Tell Will that you didn't like it, because it'd be funnier that way for us, and we'd have to pick up the pieces of his shattered ego.
Yeah, and then I can take it out on my children.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's all for this episode. I'm a woman.
I'm also a woman.
I'm also a woman.
You mean mom one? Because you got to flip the last one upside down.
Oh, because Willie and
Mom
Millie.
wom.
A moment.
Woman.
We're 3 women.
This was a bad episode.
No, this was a great episode.
Also, Avatar's a terrible movie, and if you think that Avatar is a good movie, you should probably I don't know, jump off a bridge.
Brought to you by Mumble and Shrug Productions.